This, I guess, is kind of the rest of the power up today, even though it's already been too long. We've got this polynomial word problem. It's something that comes up on standardized tests a lot. I'm not sure that it's necessarily going to come up like this on the ACT, but something like it may. So let's just check it out. In this case, it says Farmer Brown has a plot of crops whose length can be modeled with the expression 3x minus 2. Let's go ahead and write that down, get some of our information in here. So the length is going to be 3x minus 5. I think I may have just said 3x minus 2, but that's not how it reads, 3x minus 5. And whose width can be modeled with the expression 2x squared plus 3x, okay? Length and width. Now, notice, all right, let's just go ahead. The width is 2x squared plus 3x. Okay, length is 3x minus 5. Width is 2x squared plus 3x, okay? Then there's two questions. What is the area of the plot expressed as a polynomial? And what is the perimeter of the plot expressed as a polynomial? Okay, so first we've got to think about what this plot is, right? So it gives you a length, it gives you a width, it's a plot of land. You can be pretty sure that this thing is going to be a rectangle, okay? Because that's what happens when you have a length and a width. It's a rectangle. It doesn't explicitly say that, unfortunately, but it's going to be a rectangle. So let's go ahead and start by drawing the rectangle and labeling our sides. And I'm going to say that, you know, this is pretty much always going to be a good idea. Visualize your problem and start by kind of drawing something, okay? Now, one of the things that I want you to understand is that when you're doing problem solving, the best way to do problem solving is to try and play around with the problems until it looks like something that you are very familiar with. In this case, we're very familiar with rectangles, and hopefully, and you know, I'm going to come out there and kick some booty if this isn't true, you should be able to find the area and the perimeter of a rectangle. Area, oh my God, is so easy. So if we do part A of this, right, okay, area is just length times width. That's it. Length times width. That is your area. Perimeter is a little bit more difficult just because you got to go like one, you got to go down this side, and then you got to go around this side, and then up, and then up. You kind of need to know that you have to do your length twice and your width twice, right? Perimeter, just because of that, you know, you can say it's 2 length plus 2 width if you want to for perimeter. You know what, I'm going to back this up and put a P there. P equals 2L plus 2W. That's kind of your accepted thing for it. But really, it's just add this, plus this, plus this, plus this, and you get your perimeter, okay? You know, I always like to think of your area is what happens inside your figure, right? That's your area. And the perimeter is what's happening around the outside of your figure, right? So if you're a little ant and you're crawling around the outside or whatever, you know, trying to think like your dog trying to figure out how you're going to get in here because maybe there's chickens in there or whatever. I don't care. It's going around the outside. That is the perimeter. Okay, so area is length times width. So let's tackle area first. Okay, so we're doing letter A, where area is length times width, and we're going to say the area of this is going to be our length, which is 3x minus 5, times our width, which is 2x squared plus 3x. And we have a new fancy way of doing this, right? We're going to take our 3x and distribute it into 2x squared plus 3x. And then we're going to take our negative 5 and distribute it into 2x squared plus 3x. Okay? Remember, we kind of did that about 5 minutes ago? All right, so 3x times 2x squared is going to be 6x cubed. 3x times 3x is plus 9x squared, because x times x is x squared. I almost messed up there. Minus 10x squared minus 15x. Okay? And then, of course, we combine these like terms. And so we're going to end up with our area is going to be equal to 6x cubed minus x squared minus 15x. And I don't see any unit or anything, so they really just want you to kind of come up with this. Really, it's just a fancy way to say, are you able to multiply 3x minus 5 times 2x squared plus 3x? And of course, you guys are, because you're awesome. So there we go. All right. Take a minute, write that down, because I'm about to back up. All right, let's back up out of here. Let's back up out of here so we can do the next one. Okay, everything is disappearing. Whoa, oh, not anymore. Uh-oh. All right, that means I got to get out my eraser and waste our precious moments of our lives. All right, so now we're going to find the perimeter. Okay, let's get rid of this and find the perimeter. So again, the perimeter, you're just adding each of these. But let's go ahead and use our fancy formula for perimeter. Perimeter is 2 times length plus 2 times width. Okay, so we're going to say perimeter is 2 times 3x minus 5 plus 2 times 2x squared plus 3x. Hey y'all, memorize this. Area of a rectangle, length times width. It's just 2 things. You multiply one thing by the other thing. Memorize that sucker. Okay? Perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Any rectangle. Memorize, memorize, memorize. But I digress. All right, let's get back to this. So it's going to be the same as 2 times 3x, which is 6x, and then 2 times negative 5, which is minus 10, and then 2 times 2x squared is going to be plus 4x squared, and then 2 times 3x is plus 6x. Oh my god, this looks so easy. Okay, so let's let's go ahead and rearrange this, okay, and combine our like terms, okay? So I'm going to say that this is the same as, I'm going to take my 4x squared, because that's the highest power, 4x squared, and then I'm going to take my 6x plus 6x, and then I'm going to take my other 6x plus 6x, and I'm going to take my minus 10. Okay, so that's going to be the same as 4x squared plus 12x minus 10. And guess what? You are done. Wonderful.